Hey YouTube, here's Heiko again with a quick, I don't want to call it a product review, but something that I just purchased off of Amazon, of course. It's made by Number One, and it's called a 3x LED illuminated magnifier. It's a magnifying lamp. Haven't had one of those before. Probably could have bought something more shop oriented. This is more like for someone who needs a magnifying glass to read newspaper. But anyways, for the few times that I need it, it runs off of USB. So if you have a cell phone charger around, just plug it into that one. Works fine. Fine for me. Has an on-off switch. Clamp at the foot. There you go. And it has 16-piece super bright LEDs. So let's see. So here's the foot, the gooseneck, very flexible. Then it comes with a little not canvas, like a microfiber material, little pouchy that protects the magnifying glass part of it. And yeah, I gotta say, it actually, here, let's take this Dremel universal tool attachment. It does a pretty good job magnifying. It's 3x magnification. Let me turn on some lights so you can see how bright this thing is. Oh, hello. What's the story here? Is it already broken? No. Yeah, that's great. Let's see. It's me, my extension cord. Okay. USB plugged into extension cord into the lamp. Let's see the LED side here. Yeah, really bright. It actually has two switch positions. So one is ultra bright and the other one is a little dimmer, depending on how much lighting you need. The lens has a diameter of, oh yeah, it runs on 5 volt DC, 1 amp. Let's see. So lights on. I want to give you a couple of the specs here. Overall length 50 centimeters, 20 inches. I don't know how they measure that. The gooseneck length is about 1 foot long. Lens diameter is 3.5 inch, no, 3.2 inch. And the weight really doesn't matter. Optical glass, supposedly. So this is real glass. I can't believe it, but yeah, it is. And it's pretty clear. And with the lighting, you know, I mean, you can see. So maybe this is a little over illuminated, but we're looking at something really shiny. So this reflection here. Let's do something else. Let's do the back of my cell phone. Like, okay, life-proof case. Huh? Anyways, it's really bright. I've looked at a few different models on Amazon, read lots of reviews, and most of them were not bright enough. This one definitely has enough LEDs and it's really bright. And you can even dim it down if you want. I mean, it's not dim, it's just two positions on off. I guess it just drops down the voltage. There's a little resistor in there. Yeah, it runs off of a USB port. That's kind of a downside. Can also be an upside, so it's only running on 12 volt, on 5 volts. The gooseneck could be longer, especially if you're standing in front of a workbench. I guess that's what you have to live with if you want to only buy a magnifying contraption that costs you about $8. So this is pretty good rated. I had like 300 plus ratings and was 4.5 stars on Amazon. Number One. And so far I like it. I already used it. I took my cell phone apart because there's a little push button on the side that's kind of bent out of shape. Had to fix that. And I thought I'd give you a little bit of an overview of this thing. So yeah, just metal clamp. The clamp actually has quite some clamping force. As you can see, there's some rubber or some foam that gives this whole thing a little bit more traction when you clamp it onto your workbench. Yeah, and makes a pretty robust, well put together impression on me. Let's see here, let's turn it off one more time so we can see the details. It even Let's go into zoom. It focuses. There's little screws in there, Phillips head, so you can even take this thing apart if you want to. It's made in China, of course, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I think for $8, and I always wanted one of those. Not that my eyesight is bad, but you know, sometimes you have those little mechanical bits and pieces, and just for inspection, looking for cracks, looking for, you know, little engraved serial numbers and, you know, that kind of stuff. It's pretty handy to have. It's probably gonna sit up there on the edge of my DeWalt tool shelf that I built a little while ago, and it's just gonna be hibernating until I need it. And therefore it's pretty cool that there's this little microfiber cover so the lens doesn't get all crusty, dusty. You know, I do all kinds of messiness here in my shop, and there's quite a bit of mess going on. I just can't find the time to clean up after myself. It's terrible. I'm always rushed from one project to another. It's terrible. Anyways, it's winter time. Wind is blowing outside, and I'm coming to you with some product reviews. If you like those type of videos, just give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. That would help out, and I will put the product description and the link for the Amazon product in the description. So if you like something like this, you can find it very easily. Alright guys, have a good one. Merry Christmas.